Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Even if you're not in the United States, I hope you guys watch this message because I'm going to teach you guys a trick that I have to practice and I fall out of practice on about how to be thankful for things every single day of your life. Happy Thanksgiving. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. What are your Thanksgiving plans today? Tell me in the comments below. I'm just taking a chance to film this in my car and just get this video out to you today because I think today is a day where the majority of my audience is from the United States. Then we follow up with Canada, the UK, Australia after that. But I think we can take a pause because everybody knows it's American Thanksgiving. I have friends in the UK texting me right now. And we can be grateful and thankful. So tell me what you're thankful or grateful for today. But just remember something. Just because today's the day where you sit around the table with your family members and say, what are you thankful for at dinner time? It doesn't mean it has to stop for today. So I'm an imperfect person. As a matter of fact, as recently as last week, I found myself not being grateful and not being thankful. And I found it just infecting my life and my relationships with people and my wife, who I basically is the only person that I talk to on a regular basis that's in real life with me. And it's a problem. It's a major, major problem. So it's easy for us to pause one day of the year and say, I'm thankful for this or I'm thankful for that. But the truth is we have these senses. Now I'm going to borrow something from a speaker named Bob Proctor. And if you don't know who he is, you should probably look him up. Now recently, Bob Proctor has come into the whole, I'm going to teach you how to be a coach and sell you multi-level marketing stuff. But look past that and be grateful and thankful for what he does deliver to you. He says that imagine that our life is represented as a stick man with a big circular head, a little circular body, and that's it. And the head is divided into two halves. We have our conscious mind and our unconscious mind. But our conscious mind is conscious about what's around us. So as we pull in things every single day that are negative things, it's easy for us to accept that there's a lot of crap going around in this world. And it's hard for us to understand that as we process the crap in our world, it infects our unconscious mind that we can't control. So your body runs on patterns all the time. Your body has this autonomous system. So when I walk into that 7-Eleven, I don't have to think consciously of, oh, this is a door. It's safe to go through. All I have to do is pull the handle and walk through, and the door's not going to fall in around me, and this store is safe. My brain is going on an unconscious pattern at all times. What is consciously happening is that I'm looking in this parking lot, especially if it were nighttime, to see if there's a guy that's turning this into Stabbyville around me and making sure that I'm safe. So I'm focusing on that at that time. So it's really easy for us to get up in the morning and focus on the negative things. We focus on the negatives all the time. I had a habit years ago, especially during the 2016 election, of getting up and reading opinion polls on who's going to be the next president and reading about all this scandalous political stuff that comes out. And that would set the tone for the rest of my day. And that's a bad thing because when you wake up in the morning, your brain waves are in a different state. You don't have to believe anything I tell you. This is complete science. But when your brainwaves are in a different state, that sets the tone for the entire day. So if you woke up tomorrow, after today, Thanksgiving, being thankful for something, you're going to be grateful the rest of your day. It's going to be a lot harder to be negative throughout the day. It's going to be easier to be negative if you focus on all the crap that bothers you and bugs you. Because I guarantee many of you are going to sit around with your family today and tell people what you're thankful for and what you're grateful for this year. And then tomorrow you're going to get into traffic. Somebody's going to cut you off. You're going to curse them out, maybe very vocally, maybe audibly. And then you're going to go to work and you're going to be in a bad mood. So it's those five senses that Bob Proctor talks about. It's the conscious senses. It's the sight, the smell, the touch, the hearing, and the taste. And all of those things factor into what our experience is. So my recommendation for you, and I failed to do it a lot, I lived in a time of negativity, of ultra negativity, where I used substances like alcohol. I never used hard drugs. I'm fortunate on that, to change my experience and my senses. And when I learned that that's something that I'm letting control me, and I stopped drinking entirely January of this year after New Year's, when I learned that all I have to do is rotate my camera to something positive or push the negative thoughts away, it becomes easier to be thankful. But then again, just last week, a couple of days ago, as a matter of fact, I was not allowing that to happen. I was allowing my unconscious mind to control me unconsciously, and it caused some problems in relationships. So this is what I recommend you do. Just remember that it's like watching a news ticker. Remember after 9/11 in the United States, the news ticker appeared and it never went away. There used to never be a ticker of information before 9/11 on our screens, but there was so much information that they couldn't tell you with a presenter on TV everything that was happening, so they put it on the bottom. Now, if you read the news ticker on any news network has positive information ticking across the screen, but it's usually heavily buried in negative information about the crazy stuff that's happening in the world. Imagine that you're just going to pull the positive information out of your news ticker of life. And your news ticker of life is everything that happens around you. It's all the positive things. So find something positive to read, or find something that you're grateful for. Today, you might say that you're grateful for your friends and family, and tomorrow you might be fighting with those same people. Tomorrow, you might wake up and think about that horrible bill that you have to pay, that the credit card company has got a lawyer on you for. But you know what? You might be rocking out really nice stuff in your house. You might be super rich in terms of material stuff. You might be super poor in terms of your relationships with your family, but you do have the material stuff, so go work on the family and be grateful for what you do have. And on the inverse, you might be sitting around today doing a dollar store Thanksgiving, and we've done dollar store Thanksgivings at my household before, but you have all of your friends and family near you. So while you're not going to the swankiest restaurant in town, or not having Whole Foods deliver an entire 5-course meal to your household, you at least have your friends and family, which is more than some people can actually say. That's my point. Be grateful for what you can be grateful for. Be thankful for what you can be thankful for, and carry it on till tomorrow. And I promise to try to do the exact same thing. Personally, what I'm grateful and thankful for is that my wife is still with me, and that both of my parents are still alive. I'm grateful for all the friends that I've met by doing this YouTube channel. I'm grateful for everything that has come to me in the last 2 years, and for the abundance that the Lord and this world has allowed me to be able to create, as long as I try really hard to create it. So I'm curious what you're grateful and thankful for. Tell me in the comments below. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. This is just a message, so no advertisements in this one. I did it formatted this way because I thought it looked nice. Whatever. I'm grateful that I have a camera and a little Gorilla Pod and a little camera mount that I can mount this way so I can experiment with video. Now's the time of the video where I say thank you very much. 3, 2, 1, click. 3, 2, 1, and click.